Okay, Shabna?
Shrift Akhtar
Shrift,
from
sorry.
TV Sky 845. The Asian businesses in this country are also an emerging market. What message do you have for Asian businesses today?
Well, I think it's a great time to be Asian and be in business. You've got, business literally exploding in throughout Asia, so I think to be an Asian, business in the UK or to be an Asian business overseas, your time possibly has come. Just like any other business, just get out and make the best of it. Find the gaps in the market, find where people are not doing it very well, and I'm sure there's plenty of examples of that, and go and do it better and have a blast.
Yeah, Paul Bangal from CNUK TV. I'm also a business mentor to some of the universities, and I just want to see if you've got a message for some of the graduates who are leaving this year, particularly in the area of entrepreneurship.
I think by the time you've left university, there's a danger you become slightly conservative and risk averse, and you might have a mortgage, you might have a partner. Trying to make sure that you act as if you were 17 with nothing to lose, but with all the experience you've got of a 23, 24-year-old.
Okay. I'm Divya from Ocean Media Private Limited, New Delhi. I wanted to find out that a lot of entrepreneurs are concerned that when they start a company, people just love leaving entrepreneurs hanging in between. So you start a business, you pay them lots, and even irrespective, and they leave you at the peak time. So how do entrepreneurs sort of deal with that cost and that sort of situation where just people leave you high and dry? That whole scenario of a startup.
I think if people are enjoying what they're doing with you, if you look after your people well, incentivize them well, maybe even give them a stake in what you're doing, they shouldn't be leaving you really. I think so. It's exciting being in a startup company. Much more exciting than working for a big, established company. So I think it shouldn't be too difficult to keep good people if you're growing a company.
I'm from Entrepreneur Express, magazine encouraging young people to start their businesses. I was wondering, with the whole rise of this social enterprise and everything else, do you think perhaps social enterprises are emphasized too much, or do you think in some cases they're emphasized too little?
I think social enterprise is obviously a positive thing, and a worthwhile, generally very worthwhile projects. I think the more the merrier. I don't think they can be emphasised too much. Do you think they can be?
I don't know, because I think if you then start kind of saying every business should have a social element to it, then you sort of start developing more perhaps conventional businesses which just create jobs for other people and perhaps don't really have a social link to it.
Yeah, no, it's a fair comment. I think if you're building a business, you've got to fight to survive, and you've got to worry about paying the bills. That's the first priority. But once you've actually got the business up and established, then I think making sure your business is a force for good is important, or making sure that you're doing more than just building jobs and making money. So I think then I think business leaders can go and make a big difference in society. And that's why I just put out a book called Screw Business as Usual, saying I'm more that way inclined.
Moving down here.
Hi, Emma Banning, the Register. Do you think we have the right setup in the UK to produce the next Facebook or Twitter?
Well, I think it's very sad that we haven't, that all the Facebooks, Twitters, Googles, and everything all coming out of San Francisco, not the UK. And I think there's still lots of great opportunities on the internet, and it'd be great if people, young people who are inclined in that way, just get on and try it more. So I think it's, it doesn't cost an enormous amount of money to do. It's just a matter of, seeing where there's an opening in the market and getting into a garage and building it, and just, so I really do hope that one day we'll see, the next Jack Dorsey coming out of the UK.
The next Sir Richard Branson? Is he going to
Yeah,
come out of the
no.
UK?
What's that?
The next Sir Richard Branson, where's he coming from?
Well, I hope.
Or she.
I hope he. I hope.
Just got in
I
there.
hope. Yeah, that was close. Look, here's a man who's got every possibility of getting there. So we'll
Georgina Kate?
Hmm?
Sorry, just.
Hi, I'm Georgina Kate from startups.co.uk. It's obviously a long time since you started Virgin Records, but if you're going to start another small business from scratch today, what kind of business would it be and why?
Look, I only start businesses where I feel it's not being done well by other people, and I start a lot of businesses, so sort of 300 or 400 now. So I expect the next time I get frustrated about the way somebody's doing something, and I say to our team, let's jump in and see if we can do it better.
Are there any real growth opportunities that you've seen through the booming sectors that your eye on?
I expect so. How many times I get entrepreneurs saying, "Now, what's the next business opportunity?"
All the cameras went off there.
We love your smile.
Anything that looks kind of...
I mean, I would say I did a speech once in Greece, and this young lad kept on asking me similar questions, and a few years ago, and he went on and on and on, and anyway, and I gave him lots of answers. In the end, he ended up competing with one of our businesses, so I'm quite careful.
Anything that you think might be a bit of fun at this point, though, if you're obviously used to running really large-scale operations? Any industry that looks really fun to be in right now?
Well, I mean, obviously, space and underwater exploration are two fun ones which we're working on at the moment. So we'll see how that goes.
How can we reach you without getting
Well, I mean, I've been following Twitter all day today, and if somebody's a bit too cold here, I've taken note, or somebody's been having to queue up to get in, I've taken note. Yes, I do read my Twitter account. I can't promise your note will stand out from the crowd, but anyway, that's often quite a good way.
I'm making a point to invite you for the
All right, good.
Final question, Stephanie?
Stephanie from Growing Business. How different is the business environment and attitudes towards entrepreneurship today compared to when you first started? And what are the main differences?
I think the big difference is that, I didn't even know what the word entrepreneur was when I started, and I don't think most other people did. Being a business person was frowned upon by society. It was sort of getting your hands dirty, and people respected you if you became a doctor, or a scientist, or a dentist, or but anything but a businessman. Whereas today, entrepreneurism is very much accepted and embraced, I think, and people realise that that's what makes the world go round. It's the entrepreneurs that build the companies that end up making the difference, that pay the bills, that build the hospitals, that build the schools, etc., etc. That's generally is accepted now.
And that's a good place to leave it. Thank you very much for your time, Sir
Thank
Richard,
you.
and Vishal as well.